Hey guys, Watchers here again, but it's just me this time. It's just Stevie, and we're gonna bring you a new segment called "It Should Have Been Velkoz." Segment's basically gonna be after analyzing all the games and looking at each of the results, drafts, and whatnot. What game should have had a Velkoz in it? Right, as your resident Velkoz enjoyer and Velkoz one trick, um, previous seasons I've always been like, man, if it was Vel'Koz in this situation, it definitely would have won. And for this time, for this week, I'm going to be choosing KY's second match, where Ventro gets on the Mordekaiser, and uh, and unfortunately KY takes the loss here. I think, no, I know. There's no I think here. I know that Vel'Koz mid here is 100% winning, because here's the thing. I understand the comp was a protect Kog'Maw, right? And that's great. The problem is that if you lose Kog'Maw, you lose all your damage, right? So you need some sort of secondary form of damage and a champion that could also take pressure off of the Kog'Maw. A champion that does that exactly is Vel'Koz. Okay, in the mid lane, you had Vel'Koz versus Cassiopeia. That is a winning matchup for Vel'Koz. 1,000% of the time, Cassiopeia is too short range, cannot touch Vel'Koz, right? So you wouldn't lose lane, in a sense. I don't even think Ventral lost lane. I think he kept it pretty stable throughout the entire time, as I saw. But it also makes it just makes his life easier. And I've seen scrims, right? I have some of the people on KOI as friends. I saw matches, I saw results, leaked results, if you really care. And I know he can play Vel'Koz. I know he can do it. So, this would have been a perfect point. Now, you might be thinking, okay, wait, hold on. You're gonna play Vel'Koz into an Mbessa and Wukong? Two engaged champions that are just gonna jump on you immediately? Like I said, Vel'Koz in this situation is a secondary threat, right? Your primary threat is going to be the Kog'Maw. Okay, because Kog'Maw's going to be laying out more sustainable damage throughout the entire time. Vel'Koz is going to be used to poke in this situation, but you have the tools there to, peel for both characters. You have a Malphite, you have a Sejuani, you even have a Lulu, because you still have Polymorph. I think Vel'Koz does an incredible job here in this comp, including even against Braum. Braum doesn't really stand candle after his E's down. And then Lucian can't really get on Vel'Koz because he's playing so far back. Build wise, I mean, you have a couple of builds here, honestly. But the only build that I see fit is because you're trying to be a more consistent form of damage. You're going to go Blackfire into Horizon into Leandries, and then you could either go for fourth item. I can see Zonia's here being perfect, as you don't want to be in Bessard, you don't want to be engaged on by a Wukong and having that hourglass, or you can even get the component early if you're ahead enough. Um, just get the stop whatever it is now, arm seeker guard, whatever, seeker's arm guard. You can get that, and then have that sit on the component while you then build Zonias. I don't know. To me, it just feels cut in stone. I know Ventral can play the Vel'Koz. I know he's really good on it, and I just don't think Mordekaiser is the fit here. But yeah, that's it. That's gonna conclude my "It Should Have Been Vel'Koz" segment. I hope to see you next week.